Actually, I don't know. So, where did we leave off before, actually?
Oh, that's the cloak game.
Oh, yeah. What was it going? Oh, I remember that. I remember. 1358. Yeah, same. Oh, yeah, he was surfing everything.
Failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
Yeah.
Were they reading the poem?
No, not yet. I think he was like listening over their like conversation. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I think they're getting ready to.
Yeah.
Nuclear bunny.
My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something
So embarrassing.
I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself.
Who do you want to share it with?
Who do you want to share it with?
This will change the whole game. Whoever, it depends who you share it with in the orders. It will change the game, what happens in the game. Whoever you pick, it will change what happens in the game.
Sayori. Because she's your friend.
Yes.
Definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Nuclear Bunny.
Oh my goodness. Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer.
Sayori, I'm not. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poems, it's not just a poem. It's a Nuclear Bunny poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. She is? I don't really see that.
No, it's just like you're imagining it. Because, like,
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Nuclear Bunny. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry.
Don't really. I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. What was that noise?
Need to read a poem.
Oh,
So you wanna read it?
the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If I wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Click it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
The way you just read his lines, he always sounds so sarcastic.
Who should I show my poems next? Natsuki, 'cause she's next in line.
Wow, you're gonna go on the whole line.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Change the music. Listen.
What do you do now?
You're tapping outside.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, where people express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to human her with one last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
So Yuri,
Yeah.
are you going a whole line?
Yeah.
Even though this will affect the story.
I guess.
Okay.
A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. No, she's not. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought,
It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club, gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh goodness.
Ghost under the light. Do you know how to read cursive?
No.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The cast yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue
of the
of the future.
I may
bathe
call
homes.
breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicker back.
I thought you said you couldn't read cursive.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest.
Digest.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I was gonna say it, I suppose.
Are
you
into ghost movies, Yuri?
It says you're
Hoo-hoo.
Hulu.
It says hoo-hoo.
Hulu.
That says hoo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo! I'm an owl. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Nuclear Bunny.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being
Symbolically compared to a
ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Okay,
I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Then, Monica. Hi, Nuclear Bunny. Having a good time so far?
No.
Wow. Good, glad to hear it.
Well,
By the way, since you're new and everything, who texted you?
Hey, Finn. Okay.
Like new activities or things we can do better. I'm always listening. Oh, geez. Creep. That always scares me when I hear that. I'm always listening. It's like she can hear you through the monitor. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Nuclear Bunny. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write. Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
You say to her. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you want to accept. Ugh. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Is that a bad thing? But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay.
Are you
I'd
sure?
love to see you try new things.
Really?
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
I don't think I believe you.
Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
No.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Let's read it then.
Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. I was still reading
It's
that.
fine, it's still there. Here.
Oh, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind like a phlegm, left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retons already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized how that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
I don't know what that meant.
I don't either. So what do you think?
Okay, we're gonna have to end the video.
Why? Justin's coming over?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, I need to save it.
Yeah, well.
Bye guys. I don't know, sometime other time. Are you gonna, Jocelyn might want to see the game, so maybe she might, do it with you, I don't know. Bye people. Bye peoples. Okay, you're not gonna say bye.